Hello, my fellow ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. It is I, Austin. Hooray! I'm back. So hello. Sorry it took me a bit to do this episode. I'm sorry. It's just I had to right now. It's kind of near the end of the marking period, I guess. So I gotta. And right now I'm trying to get my grades up a little bit better, just so I have a better chance of passing, which I am already passing, but it's like you know, you know, I just don't want to risk it and end up having to get an F, of like getting an F on a test or something and then completely ruining my grade. You know, I don't want that to happen, and I'm trying to get caught up on some classes, but that's okay. So yeah, I am here, and today we are doing the Pokemon Fusion Drawing Challenge. Yes, hello. I have my new Huon tablet with me, so I got my cool little penny pen. Well, it's not really a pen, but still, whatever. So I'm going to be using my Huon tablet that I got over this Christmas, which, yes, I will be using this tablet for some other things, but, not right now, of course, because we're doing this video. So, I think this is like the first time I'm using the Huon tablet for this channel, so I see it as a pretty good product. It's just sometimes when I press down onto it, when I'm, because I have to be like really close to figure out where my pen is. Because right now, it's not even like an inch above it. Like as soon as it maybe gets like an inch above it, it doesn't really detect anything. But then once I get a little bit closer to it, it starts to detect things. It's kind of like it has a weak sensor point where the thing is, but at least I can like somewhat figure out where I am, and I can always just use my mouse if I need to move it around for something. So yeah, we are gonna be getting our first. So let's get right into this and get our first Pokemon Fusion. So here we are. We got the randompokemon.com, randomized generator, which is now updated with Pokemon Sword and Shield, so hooray. So we have sprites, so we can see what the Pokemon are, because if we didn't see the sprites, then how would we draw them? I'm not drawing them from memory, definitely not. Then we have NFEs, which is basically like, it allows Pokemon like Snivy or something, like non-evolved Pokemon yet. Or like Pokemon like middle stages or beginning stages, I guess, of evolution. Instead of just the final stage of that evolution line. So yeah, and then we have Ubers, which is I don't actually understand, but I'm gonna keep it here because whatever. So we have all regions and we have all types. Okay. So I think for the first round we're gonna do all regions, all types, and then maybe in a future video we'll do it so that way there's only like specific types maybe. Like that'd be interesting. So yeah, let's just get right into this and let's get our first generated Pokemons. Oh no. No! We already got our first two Pokemon, and that's Clamplur, I don't know how to, and then Raboot. Raboot. Yeah, Game Freak is getting really bad with its names. Raboot. It's like rabbit, but boot. So you have to take a Pokemon that stands on two legs and a Pokemon that doesn't have legs at all. That's in a clam shell. Okay, this one I'm gonna have to say is gonna be very tricky, but we'll see what I can do. Okay, so we may take the clam body, but we may not keep it as a clam. I guess in some ways, like we gotta figure out. I don't know how I'm gonna exactly do this, so let's hope. Actually, wait, check. Is he recording? Yes, hello. Okay, so I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this. So here's my idea of. So here's some early sketches, I guess. So here's my idea. So we're gonna take. Wait, this is actually gonna be kind of tricky because I can't exactly see the Pokemon right now, which is a problem. So we have a Clamperl and Raboot. Okay. Okay, I have somewhat of an idea. So I have somewhat of an idea, but this is gonna be kind of hard. Okay, so give me a couple. Just give me some time to think actually how I'm gonna approach this. This is like a tough thing. This is like kind of tough. Okay, maybe I have an idea. I have an idea now. Okay, so here's my idea. So we take the little duder inside of this. Pretend this is him. Boop, boop. That's the little thing that's inside the little clamper here. And we're gonna make him. Oops, wrong thing. So we're gonna make the brush a little tiny bit smaller, just that way, you know, I can do this. So now right over here, we're gonna have okay, now that's gonna be hard. This is gonna be kind of hard to draw because I have to like find the perfect thickness for it. Okay, so I am gonna take so you see what I'm kind of doing here? I'm trying to take like the hair of him and I'm gonna put it on this Pokemon. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so he has like little rabbit ears. I guess there's his little rabbit ears. And so then the shell, here's the thing, I gotta figure out what I'm going to do. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shell and just kind of do the same design for the shell. Okay, let's do think a thing. So here we are, and that's our Pokemon. You know, we got the other part of the shell here, so just see how that's like the other end of the shell. But basically, what I'm gonna do is, you know, this is like kind of like the innard of the shell. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. So what happens is that this Pokemon is gonna keep its, you know, kind of color scheme, but then it's gonna have some. It's gonna have like a little bit of some. It's gonna be the yellow. It's gonna have a like little like yellow stripe on it. And so then, you know, see this Pokemon here, you know, it's like so, you know, it would have a yellow stripe right on the top of here, kind of like going down the middle, I guess, in some way. So it's go down the middle. So there it goes, you know, that's the Pokemon. Okay, so you have yellow stripes here. And then, let me just take a look at this. Okay, I'm thinking about where I was going to go with this. So, you know, it has the little rabbit ears, which it uses as, like, kind of like little hands, I guess, in some way. So we keep the kind of blue and pinkish kind of design. So I'm going to take, like, a little bit of this, and I'm going to do this. Kind of like to keep that kind of pinkish kind of design. And I'm also going to go like that. So here we are, that's our little Pokemon. So, you know, he's kind of asleep. He's a little man, but of course you guys can't really see it because, you know, this little area. But imagine he has a like a little like you know, he's a little man. Okay, so we're gonna go to the second layer and we're gonna color this Pokemon in, cause this is my, it's gonna be cool. Okay, it will be cool. You just gotta trust me on it. Okay, which is a very hard thing to do for an Austin. Trust in Austin sometimes when it comes to stuff like this, but you guys can trust me because I am a YouTuber. I can. Like, you guys can trust me, right? Right. So, you know, we have these little areas here where the yellow stripes would be. And so then right here, so we'd have the yellow stripes, but I don't know how I'm going to get the right purple, bluish kind of color, so we're going to have to improvise here. and give it a nice, like, I guess we're gonna have to go for like this. See, like, here's the thing, I can't really get a good purplish kind of color, I guess. So I'm gonna have to go with like this kind of color, I guess. So yeah, okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. So the appendages are mostly gonna be blue, cause like that's kind of like where it's a little thing in ours. So it kind of grew. So this is it having its bluish things around it. I'm gonna keep it kind of like a blue palette. We'll color the rest of this thing in with this sort of blue kind of color for now. So now for now, this is going to be kind of like the color we're going to use. So yeah, we have mostly this. Then we're going to have a little bit of some hues of purple and a little bit of pinkish hues in there. So we're going to add a little pinkish things right on the top of here. Kind of like keeping like a little bit of some Spike's hair, I guess. And then we're going to have some... It kind of looks like a crab almost, like a rabbit kind of crab. And then the innard of it is going to be this, you know, this color, I guess, because, you know, it can be. It's going to be kind of like the innard color of it. So now I just need to get a perfect clamshell kind of color, I guess. So we're going to go for a nice darkish blue here. So, you know, we're just going to finish this up now. Now I'm going to quickly finish this up with that dark blue for the, you know, the rest of the body. And so here we are. We have, Clem... Rampler. I didn't think about this. I didn't think of a name for it. Clampoot. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. So we're gonna name this creation Clampoot. This is Clampoot. It kind of like has its like little rabbit ears. It's kind of like, so it grew appendages with this nice blue, and you know, kind of like we took the kind of bunny ears and the kind of like the yellow of it. This is not the best, but this is at least okay. But that was just a warm up round, okay? That was just a warm up round. This is only the first one, okay? So we're gonna file. So of course we're gonna save it, and we're gonna name it Clampoot. Save. File. And we're gonna go to a new file. Create. Alright, so now we're gonna get to our next Pokemons. So hooray. So please, Pokemon randomizer gods, give me a two good Pokemon. Okay. I got two birds. I got Hoot and Corviknight. Ooh. Okay, so at least we got two bird Pokemon, but they're so different. We have one that really is geometric, kind of. Really geometric. And very weirdly designed. And then we have a ball. Oh, and Pokemon designs were so much weirder. When they used to have better Pokemon. Sometimes, you know, they could do better with some of the Pokemon, but who cares? Okay, so we have Hoot and Corviknight and whatever. Alright, so we need to somehow do this. So this is gonna be kind of hard because of we basically have two different kind of designed Pokemon. We have one that's very bubbly and cute, and then we have one that's not really as bubbly and cute, but still looks okay for a Pokemon. We have one that's very dark, and then we have one that's very meh when it comes to darkness. So, this may be a tricky one to do. This may be very tricky, okay? So, we may need to take some creative liberties here. Okay. So, on to our next Pokemon, so let me just go back to our good old black. Okay, so we are, so we are going to, increase it a little bit. Okay, so I think I have a design idea for it, but this may not look right, okay, but I'm gonna go with it for now, but I have an idea for how it's gonna be designed, okay? So we're gonna keep it kind of like ball sort of structure. If my thing would register, hello. So we're gonna keep kind of the ball structure, so we have our little ball here. But then we're gonna make it that way, but we're only keeping the ball as a head, kind of like sort of situation here. So we're gonna take the some of the appendages and stuff of it. So we are gonna take this blip, trying to make it look like knight's armor. And then this one's gonna be kind of hard. So now we have like little talons here. Should have probably done a different type of Pokemon challenge to get myself used to drawing Pokemon in this sort of Pokemon kind of style. Add a little bit some fur at the bottom just to, like, kind of make it look like, it's like we have a little bit of a bird-like situation here. So I like the wings kind of design for the Hoot Hoot. But we're gonna make it a little bit bigger just to compensate. It almost looks like a baby Corviknight or something. So I want to keep so I see the top here. Since I made this mistake, I have an interesting idea to fix it, which is because right here on his head, look, he has like a little fluff of feathers. So we're gonna just add that onto a little baby Corviknight. This is basically a baby Corviknight at this point, but we're gonna make it have a kind of Hoot Hoot kind of things. So yeah, we are gonna keep it with a dark tone, I guess, but we're gonna mix in some of that red. I like the black. I like the purplish black it has here, but I don't know how to implement some of this here. So what we are gonna do is I'm gonna try and implement maybe a little bit of a red in there for maybe some part of it. Okay, so we're gonna keep the kind of Hoot Hoot nose. We're gonna keep the Hoot Hoot nose. Yeah. We're gonna make it so it has. This looks so derpy. He just looks like he's contemplating, like, should I eat the worm or should I not eat the worm? Should I eat the worm? Should I eat the worm or should I not eat the worm? Should I eat the worm or should I eat the worm? It's just full contemplation mode has activated in this bird. Okay, so here we are. We have some of it done. So we're gonna get some of that nice little belly, thing there. And then of course we're gonna have the tail wing. Okay, we gotta keep some of that nightiness. So we're gonna make it. So we're gonna make it have like a little bit of this, kind of like his feathers, kind of ruffled up a little bit, right here. And then we're going to make it kind of like almost as if, you know, he's wearing a sort of like a suit of feather armor. So, you know, this is like a suit of feather armor. Which makes it kind of look like, you know, he's wearing a kind of like a little bit of suit of armor. Because of the fluffiness of it all. So there you go, you know, that's his fluffy little suit of armor. It's got like a fluffy seat layer. And then all we have to do is I'm going to add a little bit of some, add a little bit something there. Okay, so we're almost finished. I just wanted to add this in. I want to make its little eyebrows. Okay, so we have our little... This looks like an angry bird, but with wings. But with actual wings and arms. Corvoot. We've been getting a lot of ones with oot. Okay, so we're going to name this Pokemon, where's my mouse? Where is it? We're going to name it Corvoot. So there you go. So we have like the Hoot kind of body. We have like a kind of like, then we have some ruffled feathers here to make it look like, you know, he's almost as if he's wearing a chest plate. And then, you know, we kept like kind of like we made the little hawk. He's kind of like a baby like Corviknight, but he ended up getting some Hoot eyebrows. I gave him Hoot eyebrows because I have to keep the Hoot eyebrows. So yeah, that's Corvoot. So we're gonna save as this as Corvoot. Alright, and to the next Pokemons. New. Create, yes. Alright, time for the next monstrosity to be made. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. I have, this is actually kind of an interesting duo we have here. Upowdon and a Monferno. Now, I'm not a big fan of Sinnoh, mostly because I haven't played the games, which I bet are really good. So please switch remakes sooner or later. So, yeah, I need to think about how I'm going to keep this up. See, I already have an idea now. Okay, here we are. Okay, so let's go. Alright, so here's my idea. Okay, so we have the nose of the, so we're going to keep it with the Hippowdon as the kind of like main structure of it. You know, see here? You know, we're going to have to keep the Hippowdon. And then, so we're just going to make his little face here. Looks like a gopher. Like a Monty Mole or something right now at the moment. I'm just gonna finish this part of the face here just for now. Okay, so that's the head. Oh, hi, Hunter. My dog's over there. My big boy Hunter's over there. Don't mind him. He's just being good. He's just being good and lying down, taking a nap, I guess. So here's my idea. So what we're gonna do is this one's gonna have a little bit of some truffets of hair on the top of it to give it kind of like the Monferno kind of like you know, little fur thing on its head, you know. And we're also gonna make it have like a little face mask, kind of like near where its eyes were. This one looks like a very sad one, like, it's a Monday, I don't want to go to work. It's a Monday. This one looks like he's just at an office job. He's just, it's another Monday, let's get this over with. Okay. So, here's the body. So we're going to do the body. So the reason why I haven't done the holes yet is for specific reasons. Okay, hold on a sec. Sorry, it's hard. I have to move over a bit just to get... Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm trying to get it, but like my hand keeps touching it, so it's not really recognizing it. Because my hand keeps touching the side of it. There we go. Getting somewhere. Okay, so we're gonna do the legs. One of the legs. One of the last things we're gonna do is the legs. See, that's looks like a slug now. It's a Hippowdon Monferno slug. All right. Okay. So you know how it's not a fire type. See, here's the thing I'm gonna do. Little holes and stuff. Let me just figure out where the holes are mostly at. Okay, so we're gonna have like a little. Trying to add in the holes here for this Pokemon, and then we're gonna add one up here because there is one there. It's just you can barely see it. All right. Okay, so here we are. We have a little Monferno, or little. So we're trying to get like the main things in here. So add in the little things there. So now we're gonna get into the part that's gonna make it mostly fire. So yeah, fire. So yeah, we're gonna have like a little bit of some design influencing here today. So there we go. There we go. So we have the main body now, other than the legs. So here's what I'm thinking of doing. I'm going to make it, since it's the ground type, what I'm thinking is kind of like... You should be kind of getting a good idea what this is. It's fire. Or steam, I guess, if you want it to be. So I'm thinking, so here's the thing. I believe this could be like a cool Pokemon, but it's gonna be like a kind of like a fiery kind of Pokemon that isn't too happy and that can easily get fired up, So now like how Monferno has that fire thing. Well, I took that and I just put it in its blowholes, basically. And then what I'm thinking of doing is for the belly, we'd have this little thing there. So we mostly have this like little fur there, some little furry fur. So we're gonna just do a little bit for this roughness there. And then there's his legs for now. Okay, so here we are. So we have our little fire duder. Okay. There's not really much I can really do that like mixes these two well, but this is kind of interesting. Okay, so now it's time to add kind of like some of the color into this. So I'm thinking this could be mostly like an orange kind of color. Like this Pokemon could be mostly orange. This may take a bit because draw everything in. But here's what I'm doing. Okay, so we have I want to make it kind of like keep it a yellowish kind of color, but keep it like at an orange, a little bit more of an orange, kind of like to match with Monferno. So then we have like this little area, and then on its backside, this will be mostly orange with some dark spots, which this will be mostly orange, but for now we're just going to make it this orange, but we're going to make it a different orange when we make the fire, because the fire is going to be somewhat orange. Okay, and then we have a little rough patch of fur, which we're going to make it kind of like a darkish kind of color, I guess. Kind of make this kind of like a darker kind of fur kind of color. So, and the same thing for the legs. The legs are going to be kind of like a similar, it's going to be a kind of a pretty dark color, so I think we're going to need to make this a little bit darker. Does this work? Yeah, this works. This works. This works well. Okay. Okay, so we have a like little bit of a dark kind of like leggings, if you could say, with a dark fur here. So the face is actually going to be like, this part is actually going to be that color. So, you know, this may take a bit, but we're going to add some other things into there to go with it. So look at that. Now we got that Pokemon. So we got this almost kind of interestingly in a certain way. So I'm going to make this kind of like a little bit more of a darker tone. We're going to take a little bit of some muddy kind of colors. We're going to splash it here. Oopsie. Okay, so we're almost complete, men and women's. So you have our kind of like, I'm not gonna fill it in, but you get the gist. And then, you know, of course, you know, we're gonna gotta make it at least somewhat look like fire, you know. So you know, we're just gonna grab some orange, you know. Wow. Oh, now it's on fire. Oh, now it's fire. Okay, so now remember what I said about the little bit darker orange? That's what we're going to do now on the back side. Right here. We're just going to change it to a darker orange because, of course, the Kurita, the program I use to draw with, doesn't have something that allows me to fill with a paint, with a bucket. Like, the bucket filled up, like, the whole page for me, even though, like, it was, like, inside of a circle-like area that was in a enclosed little area. You know how, like, you usually use the paint tool, and then, you know, it kind of, like, and if it's in a boxed kind of area, it will only fill in that box area. It didn't do that for me that well. So, and now all we're going to do is we're going to get some of that black in here. We're going to grab some black. I'm just going to make these. And of course I'm going to add a couple black spots onto this thing. So there we are. We have our, like, we have Monferndon. Montaudon. So there we are. We have our Montaudon. There we go. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We did a couple weird Pokemon fusions, and you know, this wasn't the best video, but that's okay. You know, I'm still getting used to the tablet, and also, this is only going to improve my art skills. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and hit the notification button to get notified for new videos, of course, for when I, you know, upload, live stream, and stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!